You're joining us here this Saturday, and it's a long time coming. This past month's been very busy for me lately. I've had to say the least, a wedding, and oh man, last weekend where I basically worked through all the weekend except for Sunday. So I know it's been a while, and geez, it's almost been a year since I started streaming this. We're coming up on a freaking year, man. I'm still not even done with the core game, but let's get to it. We're in Act 2. Great Battle Episode 6. Let's push it forward.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
The heroes pursue Kaer Thrall. Go to the race's starting line. Every man who wishes to take part in the final race on Hindarsfjall must first win the races organized in Kaer Thrall and Fairland. Whoever accomplishes that could travel to the Holy Isle to face the supremely skilled and highly experienced riders known as Speedy Oswald and Lonely Boy Svan.
Turns out they spoke the truth about you.
Ah, it's you. First Outlander to seek a place in the heroes' pursuits. Will you ride here too? There's room for you if you want.
Yeah, I'll ride. Might even win.
If your arse is as tough as your talk, who knows? Listen up, folks! Race is about to start! Running for the glory, the Great Mum, or Speedy Oswald, Lonely Boy Svan, and Geralt of Rivia! Grab your bridles and hang on to your saddles! Ride on for Freya!
Keep your distance, vagrant.
Jeez, I can't get around this asshole.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald!
There we go.
Your distance, vagrant.
Shit. Pardon the language, but man, controlling this horse on this narrow track is a lot harder than it looks. Well, I showed them who's boss.
Twas as you said it would be. You won. Glory's yours, as is the prize. And if it's not enough for you, these 3 victories, there's always the great race on Hindarsfjall. But winning there's a tall order.
I wonder why that is. The heroes' pursuits for the goddess's glory go to the race's starting line. Those on the continent worship the gods by praying, burning incense, and making offerings. In Skellige, all of these are practiced, but the islanders consider the best way of honoring the gods to be risking one's life while performing feats of bravery. A favorite way to do this? Taking part in the Hero's Dash, a race full of strong emotions and frightening dangers, sure to make the goddess smile. Geralt is not the most pious of fellows, but the prize on offer for the race's winner, as well as the chance to test Roach's speed against the best Skellige mouse, convinced him to join in. Geralt managed to win all of the qualifying heats and earn himself a spot in the Dash's final race to be held on the Isle of Hindarsfjall. There are various ways to honor the gods: prayer, bloody offerings butchered on altars, marked with pentagrams, and donating to temples, name a few. Skelligers, however, have their own unique way of doing so. Since they value physical strength and warrior spirit above all else, they organize horse races in the goddess's name. Geralt decided to take part. The goddess smiled on the Witcher and saw fit for him to win the race, but this was not the end of the tournament. A final challenge awaited him on the Isle of Hindarsfjall. Geralt faced these swift riders, and despite the many dangers and obstacles he encountered, he was the first past the post. This surely pleased Mordrun Freya greatly, that is, if she even exists. Okay.
I battled in worse weather.
So, here.
Hey.
Right here at Larvik.
To be perfectly honest, I did not think you'd win even one race, yet here you've gone and won 3. Well, you've earned the right to ride in the great race, but do you think you're ready for it?
That's why I came here. I am ready.
I was born ready. Let's start this.
Careful. It's a great honor and a great danger. The time has come for the great race. Riding for glory of Freya will be Geralt of Rivia and last year's champion, Astrid the Viperess.
Well, well.
Ride swifter than the wind on the goddess's own chariot.
See, she's got some horse riding skills.
Keep your distance, Drifter!
Whoa! She cheated. Well, she took a shortcut. Wow. That was close.
The hero's pursuit is done. Geralt of Rivia has outridden Astrid the Vipress. The White Wolf, our dark horse, has won. Lovely race. The goddess must be pleased, as should you be with your prize.
Not bad, gotta admit. Don't know where I'll be a year from now, but I'll try to come back.
Got a Zerrikania saddle. That was... And I'm over encumbered. Zerrikania saddle's kind of nice, but it's not as good as the saddle that I have right now. The hero's pursuits for the goddess's glory. Let's take a look and see what our quest log has updated. There he faced the winner of last year's dash, Astrid the Vipress. Though she was as vast and dangerous as her namesake, even she was unable to beat the Witcher. Geralt's victory brought glory to him and joy to the goddess, with a handsome prize making it all the sweeter. And let me see if I got some junk I can drop out of my weapon slot. Yeah, this is Spikarug armor. So now it's good time to get back onto... Well, we could do the Tower Out of Nowhere as level 30. Not about 3 levels lower. I could do it. I'm within range. But I think I kind of want to push the story forward a little bit. So let's go talk to Hjalmar. Hjalmar. And then where do I have Novigrad to go to after this to go recruit more help for the great battle.
Witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or giants around.
Ah, Geralt. How are things?
You and Ciri, as I remember, you two grew up together, at least for a while.
Aye. Spent half her childhood in the Isles. Always at my heels she was. Scrawny wee thing. But her leaps on ice skates, why, none of us could rival them. Tried to outdo her once. Smashed me mouth on a rock.
And then you went to Krach and announced you'd agreed to wed.
You hear of that? Aye, we had 12 winters on
He was
us.
gonna marry Ciri?
Any thought of continuing that romance? Me dad whipped it out of me head.
Okay.
Wonder what it'd be like to see her now.
Well, she's got that wild Witcher look about her, you know.
Got another voyage in mind?
Of course. Ice Giant was just the beginning. Besides, I got all kinds of horse sons already saying he wasn't that big.
What about the folk of Undvik? You and your men were gonna help them return to their isle and rebuild Urskar.
Cerys will take care of that.
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Rates at the gate of your Witcher's stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Krait's ever stood in battle such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Hell yeah.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
We need all the help we can get, man. So we got a character entry for Hjalmar. When discussing Hjalmar's heroic deeds, it surely must be mentioned that he did not hesitate to support Geralt by answering his call and defending Ciri at Kaer Morhen.
Picking your teeth, Sharon. Axe.
Okay, now let's go see if we can get Ermion to join us, man. And if I recall, Ermion is a powerful druid. I think druid would actually
This here's a calm village.
help us a lot against the Wild Hunt. Someone with the druid's, druid-like skills.
Can we talk? Yen and I went to Hindersfjall.
Oh, did you learn anything?
Ciri came through Lofoten. She was wounded when she arrived. Villagers nursed her back to health. Sadly, the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Followed her there. Ciri managed to escape with the villagers.
I know. You needn't finish. I later spoke to those who survived. Suffice to say, Ciri was fortunate to escape. I trust you'll find her soon.
The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
The Wild Hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is. And the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her.
Damn.
I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
I must have missed this while playing the game, that Ciri was actually raised in Skellige. However, despite his difficult character and his somewhat testy relationship with Geralt, Ermion agreed at once to travel to Kaer Morhen and help defend Ciri from the Wild Hunt's forces. And we just got a quest update, and I think it's just telling us we need to head to Novigrad. Talk to Emir Vir Emirace. Oh, excuse me. Vizima. Geralt realized the fight against Eredin and his soldiers would most likely be the most difficult challenge he had ever faced. In addition, the stakes were higher than ever before. This time, he was not fighting for his own life, but for that of Ciri, and by extension, the entire world. Since extraordinary circumstances call for extraordinary measures, the Witcher decided to swallow his pride and go to the Emperor of Nilfgaard for help. Well, the Emperor of Nilfgaard is also Ciri's father, so she's a vested interest to get involved on behalf of his daughter's well-being.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the
Be right
witches
back.
managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Nes hen esquin. Ninta mea data. Nes hen esquin.
Really? I'm encumbered? How? Oh my god. Well, this is great. It might not be so bad. I think there is a stash here. Am I able to make every single potion and not potion? Monster oil and bomb? No, looks like we are missing some things. Need some white gold. Need some cherry cordial.
Ninta mea data.
I think they've actually made some progress here since last time we visited Vizima. Okay, so that's fast travel. Let's check in with Morvan.
Do you find Durgoff?
Oh, yes. He was talking to some friends of my father. Poor chaps can't get their minds off politics, not for an instant. I truly hope they'll allow themselves some respite after the coronation.
Farewell.
Hmm?
Do you think it becoming to disturb a...
Okay, I'm going to the wrong wing. Yeah, I don't think this was here last time. So that throne is almost complete. Oh, there. I can run now.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
Really?
I don't doubt it. Against conventional foes, the Wild Hunt's different. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Agreed. I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Voris will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to Witchers commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
Yeah, I wonder what I did to not get Ymir on my side. Like, I wonder what choices I made. But anyways. His talk with Ymir did not go as he wanted. Maybe I should have picked that second dialogue choice. His talk with Ymir did not go as he had wanted. The clash of the two strong wills resulted in neither being able to accept the other's conditions. The Witcher thus walked away empty-handed. Go to Skellige. After a long search, Geralt was at last a step from his goal. Avallac'h had hid Ciri from the hunt on the magical Isle of Mist, which could only be reached if fate deemed one worthy, or by following a magic firefly, which was decidedly the easier option. Geralt thus readied himself to sail to the isle and bring back Ciri.
Ninta mea deitra.
I'm not quite sure where this isle is.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Get on a boat. Well. Travel to the Isle of Mist. I guess it's just going to tell me exactly where I'm going. And just as I suspected, the Isle of Mist. Yeah. I came across this tower earlier and it looked creepy and eerie. And I couldn't enter before, but it looked important, so here we are. It's important. We come full circle. Wait a second. So I have to actually go to the Isle via a boat? Okay. I completely misunderstood this quest.
Come on.
Um.
A long trek requires a fellowship. Ought to cobble one together.
Maybe. Crap. Well, crap. Maybe I should knock out some of these side quests then. Because I do want to do them, and I don't want to. Witcher contracts. I don't know. Maybe I should go ahead. I got a manual save slot. Just in case.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Follow the Firefly. After a long search, Geralt was at last a step from his goal. Avallac'h had hid Ciri from the hunt on the magical Isle of Mists, which could only be reached if fate deemed one worthy or by following a magic firefly, which was decidedly the easier option. Geralt thus readied himself to sail to the isle and bring back Ciri. Where in the world am I?
firefly stopped at the hut. Ought to look inside. Locked. Anybody in there? Damn. I'm not gonna hurt you. Open up.
Oh, you blew our fucking cover. Who are you? What do you want?
Dwarves?
They call me Geralt. Who are you?
Is that Witcher? I heard the ballad about this one of that sorceress. What's her name?
Shut it.
Yennefer. Sorceress's name is Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Aye, that's it. Her eyes flashing lightning. Her heart an icy bed. And where did it go?
Now my mum's dear, get yourselves together, lads. You there, outside the door. Geralt, that right?
Yeah, Geralt.
Listen, Geralt, let's cut to the thick of it. We survived a shipwreck recently. Beasts from the depths ate some of my lads, and the rest of us found shelter here. Not too special, that, as dangers litter this isle, but it does go to explain why we're a wee bit distrustful.
No way you can get to this isle conventionally.
Crikey, you call a shipwreck conventional? Leave it be, mate. You know what he means.
Let me explain. Short while past, we were en route from Skellige to Novigrad. And Ferenc got talking with the captain, who sold him a magic firefly purported to know the way to a hidden treasure.
Same thing I got, a firefly.
This conversation's getting tiring. Listen, let's make a deal.
If that's a demon, it will try to dupe us now.
I'm not a demon. You don't need to fear me. Give me a chance, I'll prove it.
How do you aim to do that?
Say I find your mates. Will you believe I mean no harm?
Aye, but I'd not count on either coming too easy.
How many are there?
3. Ivo, Gaspard, and Ferenc.
This Ivo. Where do I look?
Edget insisted he'd explore the caves to the east. Tried to knock it out his head. Literally. Bugger wouldn't budge.
Gaspard. Where'll I find him?
He said it was defeatist, set and wait to be rescued. We had to take action, or at least he did. Claimed to have spotted a lantern out to sea, so he said he'd climb the highest peak to look out for ships.
Where'd Ferenc go?
West, in search of a ship that's said to be out there.
Ferenc, he's handy. Thought I might fix it up. Make the seaworthy.
All right. See if I can't find all 3. See ya.
I'm content you understand.
A man! Am I ever pleased to see you?
I talked to your friends.
I'm a witcher, not a
Calm
man.
down.
Right. I'm coming. You lucky devil, you. You know, I've one regret. That...
Dead. Damn.
Really? You gotta be kidding me. The same content. I don't really have the luxury to pick up any loot right now.
Be gone.
Hey, wake up.
Shoo. Back to bed, Nibbles.
Wake up.
What's happening? Who are you?
I'm Geralt. Any chance you've seen an ashen-haired woman around here?
Here? Nay, not a soul. But a lot passes me by on account of my sleeping.
You and your friends, what's your story?
Rabenik and Company. Real estate appraisal, insurance, mass event organisation. Gaspard Sutter. My mates call me Sleepy. I even slept through that storm. It's a shame so many died.
Your friends asked me to find you, Ferenc, and Ivo.
I'm afeard they're dead. Some horror swarmed Ivo, saw it with my own eyes. And Ferenc, I heard him. A blood-curdling cry, then the roar of a beast.
Let's get back to the hut. I'll protect you along the way.
Shame about the lads, really, but what can you do? Come on. But I should warn you, I suffer from narcolepsy, meaning...
I know what it means. Don't worry, I'll keep you awake.
Off we go then. Longer than me, I'm so sorry.
Wake up.
I'm awake. Wide awake.
Come on, keep moving.
Know much about this isle?
Almost nothing.
You know, it ain't on my map.
A common characteristic of enchanted islands.
You think it's enchanted?
It's the one thing I'm sure of.
It's stronger than me, I'm so sorry.
Wake up.
I'm awake. Wide awake.
Come on, keep moving.
So, what is it brought you to this strange place?
Looking for someone.
Here?
Mm-hmm. Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really.
This place seems safe enough. Just be sure and come back. And make it quick, eh? Not that much to see here.
Tried to flee the fiend. Stubby legs, too slow.
The heck were these things? relics.
One of the missing dwarves. Shame he's dead.
Only one dwarf was recoverable.
Brought you your friend.
That's so. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Roberick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Oh, crap.
Must have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
This can't be how the game ends. Hmm.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the Cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours has healed beautifully, though.
Yeah.
Avallac'h. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him.
About to say she doesn't have any scars on her face anymore.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avallac'h? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
If I recall from the character log entry, it implied that Avallac'h has an ulterior motive for helping Ciri. So let's...
Why exactly is Avallac'h helping you?
See what we can find out.
Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else.
Well, there you go.
Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How do you ever start traveling with Avallac'h?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avallac'h appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us. We were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
How'd you wind up here? What happened?
Last I remember, I was on the Skellige shore, arguing with Avallac'h. He wanted to take me somewhere safe. After that, nothing but dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice, and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn.
They took off without us.
Listen, we gotta think of a way to...
Jackass dwarves. Oh shit. Use the wild hunts here.
Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Welcome back, child.
Ciri! My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
She didn't like that.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avallac'h's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Triss, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly. A minute's delay won't hurt anyone.
No, we should get going. They're waiting for us.
Yen, you know the Wild Hunt better than anyone else. Tell us about the magic they use.
Geralt and Ciri had no choice but to teleport away from the Isle of Mist when the Wild Hunt threatened to attack. Since Eredin could trace where Ciri traveled with her abilities, duo did not so much flee the hunt as by a few precious minutes of time. Ciri took Geralt home to Kaer Morhen, where the group of friends the Witcher had gathered waited to defend Ciri to their last breath. They spared a few seconds for a tearful reunion, then began preparation to repel the Hunt's attack. Ciri made it clear to Geralt that she trusted the sage. He had saved her life on numerous occasions, including when fleeing the onset of the curse that would transform him into Uma. He resolved to hide her from the Wild Hunt on the Isle of Mist. After many adventures and mishaps, Geralt finally found Ciri on the Isle of Mist. When he crossed the threshold into the room in which she slumbered, the protective spell Avallac'h had cast upon her snapped under the sheer weight of their combined destinies. Geralt was reunited with his adopted daughter after years of separation and searching. No words can describe the joy he felt in that moment. Ciri was able to shed a bit of light on the King of the Wild Hunt's motivations. The threat of annihilation hung over the Aenei homeland. Eredin, a warrior and a conqueror by nature, decided to solve this problem in the simplest possible way, by seizing our world. The key to doing so is Ciri's power, which would allow him to open the gates to a full-scale invasion. Doo-doo.
creators open portals, rifts that we might counter with Dimeritium or our own magic. They also summon the frost that occupies the...
Lambert. I didn't see anything really new in his log. Though Lambert made no secret of his hatred for Kaer Morhen, when the time came to stand in its defense, he did so without a second thought. Okay.
which they travel.
There's just not enough of us. It'll be a hard fight.
Ha! You found her. They told me the hunt was after her.
Bring all your tools with you?
Thought to myself, a battle approaches. Blades will need honing. Plate will need some hammering. That sort of thing.
Thought right. Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakaman mix. Shite so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a flaming fart. Very useful during sieges.
Willing to craft something for me?
Of course. Provided you've a diagram.
I don't really think I have anything worth crafting right now.
All right. We'll talk later, Zoltan.
I certainly hope this gas will work.
It shall. We must just ignite it at the right moment.
And that hole, is that there for good?
We shall
Wolf?
worry about the hole once it is all over. And now, step back, Master Witcher.
She's one of us, Geralt. No way we'll let him take her.
Any progress?
Piece of junk, barely younger than Vesemir.
Eskel.
Greetings, Wolf.
Eskel.
Need some peace. You gotta prepare.
Elbow higher.
It's high enough.
You drop it a bit every time you release the string. Apart from which, flaming projectiles require a different trajectory.
Glad to see you.
Huh. Set out alone, Vest tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out in Roach along the way.
Ah,
oh, shit.
Some old friends.
What's this horse son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost. And Letho's faced the hunt before.
I don't question his abilities. I simply don't trust him.
Letho won't betray us.
You're naive. Always have been. Usually I don't give a shit, but this time it could kill Vess and me both. Think this through before it's too late.
We'll stay and help. But we don't want him at our backs.
Big fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
illusion.
Greetings, Geralt. If I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing for the occasion. Leave my dresser alone.
Getting all gussied up for the Wild Hunt?
Women only ever beautify themselves for their own satisfaction.
Glad you're here.
It's good to see you again.
Expected you earlier.
I started off heading in the opposite direction, but then turned around.
What made you change your mind?
There are times when a woman should simply not explain her decision. That goes doubly for sorceresses.
Get everybody together. Time to talk. Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her? We'll stop them.
How do you even know the Hunt will show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
Interesting.
Eredin, the king of the Hunt. He's confident. He'll strike hard, hoping to defeat us with the force of the blow alone. We've got to take the initiative away from him, foil his plan.
I'll generate a magic dome over the fortress. It will scatter them, force them to land in the woods.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
Count me in, too. Always believed attack is the best defense.
The Hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert'll make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. As soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Wow, this is going to be might be kind of hard trying to coordinate all this.
Ciri's most important in all of this. The Hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the Hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the Hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, Blue Stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
There's a laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Anyone have any ideas for the workshop?
Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
Let's not forget the laboratory. I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
There aren't many of us, so we'll need to prepare as many traps as possible.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
No, we should do it differently.
What do you want to change, Wolf?
Ought to use the workshop for something else. Need to patch the breach in the wall first and foremost. Worth using the whole workshop to do it well.
And the laboratory?
Nah, Witcher's traps. I think the plan is
so we should prepare
better.
as many traps as possible. Devote all our efforts to that.
Everything settled?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert, Geralt, and Letha will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep. Remember, Eredin can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details.
I'm glad they're doing this.
Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
It's easy to say, dude.
Wanted to talk about what we can expect.
Thanks, not interested. You should talk to Ciri, fine mood she's in.
I'm exposing you all to danger, unnecessarily.
You worry too much. Wipe that frown off your face, we'll make it.
Thanks. For everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Taking Letha with us.
You know my opinion.
The Battle of Kaer Morhen. The friends conferred and established a defense strategy. There was no time to lose. As soon as they finished, the weather changed and snow began to fall. The Wild Hunt appeared above Kaer Morhen, and its spectral warriors galloped out of the sky towards the fortress. Let's check my autosave real quick. It's getting late here. It's almost midnight. I do want to get some bed. I want to get some sleep. I think I just got an autosave checkpoint right there. And this is a good stopping point, if any, to pause, because I'm kind of tired.
Long, lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas.
Trying to get an autosave in.
Got a minute?
Serious talk coming.
They're after you. No matter what happens, you can't put yourself in danger.
Want me to sit and wait while others risk their lives for me?
Listen to me this once. Don't take matters into your own hands.
Don't treat me like a child.
Didn't even do that when you were one.
I like it when you smile. Come here. Everything will be all right. Geralt? 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 It'll start soon. It'll start soon. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Alright guys, I got that autosave that I wanted, and I really don't want to end here, but I'm almost going on 2 hours in the stream. It's late for me. I'm getting a little sleepy. Eyes are getting a little heavy, and I kind of want to have my full attention during this upcoming battle. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and I'll be tomorrow's Sunday. I have the day off. I have it available. As soon as I get up, I'll start streaming again. Peace.